When was the last time you heard somebody say that the Instagram algorithm has changed again? My guess is going to be not too long ago, and it will continue to happen again and again and again. But does this mean you can't actually work with the algorithm? Absolutely not. I'm going to be taking you through 8 key tips about the Instagram algorithm in 2021 so you can utilize them for your Instagram page. This is Brady within video. Let's get straight into it. Let's first talk about the elephant in the room. How often does the algorithm actually change, and should you be worried about it every time it changes? The short answer is definitely no, and the long answer is something that you should already have understood by now. Basically, the algorithm is not set in stone. It is driven by a machine learning, which in means keeps it learning and adapting to better and driving one single metric, keeping you hooked on the platform and get you spending more and more time on it. Why? Because the longer you're on the platform, the more opportunity for Instagram to serve ads to you, which is primarily how it makes its money. So how do you work with it rather than fight it? Well, first you gotta think about these from the principles, and then you gotta do these 2 things. Number 1 is serving content to your audience that they would genuinely be interested in, and number 2 is engaging and interacting with your audience or potential audience, because more than likely if they are interacting with your posts, they're going to be seeing more of them in the future, and if you engage with them, it is going to then bring it onto their page and they're going to engage with it even more. We're going to be covering these tips in the video today. Tip number 1 is to create content that your audience would find value in. Remember, the simplest way to beat the algorithm is to have a post with high engagement. It is actually shown that a post that has more shares and more saves performs way better than posts with low engagement. So how exactly do you get your post to have that high engagement? You want to make sure that it falls under one of these 4 categories: entertaining, educational, inspiration, or super relatable. The best content pieces usually combine multiple of these pieces. This is one that we posted on our Instagram that is not only entertaining, but it's also relatable. We have actually leveraged the hopeful for today trend, which is an extremely popular sound, and contextualized it for our community, which is made up of mostly designers and creators who found that content super relatable. Tip number 2 is leveraging trends. One super effective way to stay relevant to your audience and create super easy content is to bank on trends. In fact, we do this all the time with our channel, and it's been able to 10 times our reach and engagement. If you want to know further about how you can leverage trends to create content that gets you saves and shares, check out this video where we show you the 9 ideas to do exactly that. One more hack to working the algorithm is to double down on some of the newer formats and become an early adopter. What this does is actually you get your content pushed because it is a newer feature. You're able to actually get more engagement off these features. Things like Instagram Reels, when they first came out, worked extremely well for us as well. The algorithm prefers video content. This is super crucial to understand when running your Instagram page. We just talked a little bit about Instagram Reels, but Instagram Reels is a way to get your account to explode with engagement and have huge opportunities for reach just in general because it is video. A good schedule to stick to is posting at least 1 reel a day, since it will go in the Instagram Reel feed and have that opportunity to explode, and you can have it post on your main feed so your already engaged audience can see it as well. Just from our experience alone, when we post an Instagram Reel, our audience not only sees it, but it has an opportunity to hit an even bigger audience and grow your page. If you want to know more about ideas that work really well and how you can leverage this as a business, check out this video on the screen where we show you 20 Instagram Reel ideas every business or brand can use. Tip number 4 is to actually change your account to a professional or a creator account. This is going to unlock the key promotional tools and to actually help you grow your Instagram with your insights. So what you want to do is you want to go to your settings, you want to go to account. Once you click account, you want to go ahead and click switch account type. This is where you can actually switch them to a business or a creator one. This is going to allow you to see those insights so you can see how your post performs and how the engagement actually goes. This is super critical to actually know so you can analyze your growth and your insights to see what is working really well and what is not working really well. Tip number 5 is one of the most important things you can do to not only interact with your community and niche, but also pander towards the Instagram algorithm, and that is Gary Vee's $80 strategy. What it is where you put your 2 cents, or basically your input, on 9 different posts on 10 different hashtags that are relevant to you. If you do the math, that adds up to 90 posts. You take 2 cents times 90, you get that beautiful $80, hence the name $80 strategy. So to do this, what you want to do is actually go to the search bar and you want to click search and you want to look up a hashtag that is relevant to your niche. So if I was a gym page, for example, I'm going to look up hashtag gym. And once I've found a hashtag like this, you want to simply go to the top post and you want to actually interact with them. Now, some of these posts are going to be very, very recent, which is why you want to interact with them. So simply like and then comment something, a genuine comment on each post you do. If you do this twice a day, you are guaranteed to see huge engagement. The Instagram algorithm will see that you are interacting with things in your niche, and people are bound to go ahead and check out your profile. Once you have your insights that I already showed you in the previous tip, you will see that your profile visits and engagement will go sky high just based off of this strategy. Before we move to the next idea, if you are finding value in this video, then you definitely want to subscribe. We work very hard to bring you guys awesome video creation tips and tricks to grow your brand. Tip number 6 is about niching down your content. When people come to your page, which they will, you want to make sure that in the first couple seconds they already know what kind of page you are and what you do. You do not want your niche all over the place posting content that isn't relevant towards your brand. You want to make sure that you actually look at other people that are in your niche and take their ideas. They have great video ideas and other template ways that they set up their pages to get massive amounts of followers. If somebody clicks on your page and they don't really know what you are, they're going to be less enticed to actually follow you. Whereas if they click on your page and they see that you're very well niched out, let's say you're a gym page and they're really into the gym and your content is very, very good, they are bound to give you a follow. This is an example of a really well-defined niche Instagram page. You will see that you scroll through here, then it is literally just the exact same format every single time. There's memes that are literally about the gym, and that's what it says in the bio, gym meme page. So it holds true to the bio. Everything looks clean and niched down completely, and I'm sure if you go over their other things, it's going to be just like that as well. And if you just scroll over here, you will see that every single one follows the exact same format, and that is some funny comical thing about the gym. This page is a super well-defined niche, and it's got 1.7 million followers to show for it. Avoid posting things that you don't think your audience would be engaging with, because if you post something that you don't feel like your audience is going to like, well then that post is guaranteed not to do well since they're not going to engage with it. Hitting the explore feed is a luck game, but there are ways you can actually stack this in your favor. One of the best ways is obviously the one we just talked about, niching down your content and also sticking to a constant posting schedule. What this is going to do is going to show the algorithm that people are interacting with your content and you're niching down, and that is going to give it more incentive to actually put your post on the explore feed since people are interacting with it and you have a well-defined niche. Not just that, but also using hashtags that pertain to your niche are going to give you that extra boost to not only hit the explore feed, but also rank on tons of hashtags to give you even more engagement. We're going to get more into that into the next tip. Things you want to avoid doing that could actually mess up you getting on the explore feed ever is getting action blocked. An action block is when you actually are spamming too many comments on people's posts and abusing the system. This will actually prevent you from hitting the explore page and ultimately stunt your growth. Another thing to avoid is just posting content that is inappropriate or could potentially get taken down for a copyright claim. Tip number 8 is using the right tags for your page. I said we were going to cover more into this. So to actually find the best tags for your page, you want to go ahead and look up a hashtag like hashtag gym. You want to go ahead and find how these guys are performing so well on this hashtag, and you can actually see that people do use tons of hashtags. You will see with this guy, he has Gymshark, nutrition, recovery, Gymshark. You want to go ahead and find a couple list of a total of 30 hashtags. You can only have a maximum of 30 hashtags on each post and 10 hashtags on each story. There really is no reason to not use hashtags on your post because you can rank on them and actually get huge engagement based off of hashtags alone. So just simply scroll through here and see if you can actually find some hashtags you really like. I think this guy has some really cool hashtags. Here are some right here. Simply take them and just go ahead and type them into your notepad and save a few lists. Then obviously make posts with these different hashtag lists, and I guarantee you that you will find one that works really, really well with your content, and then just use that hashtag list. To find out which hashtags you want to be using, you want to simply just see how they perform. So for example, this is a surfing page, and this guy's been posting the same hashtag lists over and over again, and you will see that some of his actual engagement has gone up just from using hashtags alone. So what you want to do is you want to find an Instagram page that is in your niche and find a really good performing post. This one has 6,000 views. That's not too bad. And you want to go ahead and just take the hashtag list, copy it, and you want to paste it onto your posts. Here's another one with over 100,000 views that this guy used, so you want to go ahead and try to use this hashtag list to see if you'll have the same success. There really is no guaranteed strategy to getting engagement off of hashtags, except using the best ones to obviously heighten the odds of you actually ranking on these tags. So you want to try different lists as long as you can until you find one that really works for you. What was your favorite tip/strategy that we covered? Make sure you drop them in the comments below, and if you have any questions, make sure you drop them as well. Also, we are a young startup that puts a lot of time, money, and valuable resources into bringing you guys super actionable information like this. So if you do find value in our videos, we'd love if you supported us by subscribing to our channel and of course liking this video. This is
Đăng ký dùng thử miễn phí phần mềm tạo video tại trang web invideo.site.